So let me do this short video. This is a Yamaha 25 horsepower. Let me see if I have my model number. Actually, I do. It's right there. F25 ESHA. And the problem I was having was I was not getting any voltage back through my batteries while the motor was running. So I identified the old rectifier regulator right there. It was only giving me off 6 volts. So the part number for that is 65W-81960-00-00. This is the new one that came up. Now, the problem with it is if you look at this one, the wiring is slightly different. I've got only one red on this one, on the old one, 2 yellows, and a gray. From my understanding, the gray was actually for attack. The red was going to the positive right here, which is infused back into the positive on the main wire running to the battery for starting. But my new one, as you can see, has 2 yellows, 2 reds, and a gray. No black, no ground. And there lied the problem. And of course, there was no type of schematics or manual for it. So in the end, I was like, it's got to be, the gray has got to be a ground. Doesn't have to have a tack wire, but has to have a negative. So I rigged up a jumper because I'm like, I'm going to try it. The yellows go to the stator. And for anybody that's having a problem that wants to test it, at least on this motor, your stator should be putting off AC right at 40 volts. And you give it a little gas and you'll see it jump up to 55, 57, 60, and so forth as, you know, you give it some gas. But basically, you should be getting 40 volts at idle off of the stator, which would be actually these 2 yellow. And it doesn't matter which way they go because it's AC, it's alternating current. So in any event, this gray wire that comes with the replacement, the non-OEM rectifier regulator, is the ground. Took me forever. I couldn't find it anywhere online, but that's the case. So hopefully that helps somebody out and they don't go through the frustration I did. Okay, so with everything rigged up, there's a new rectifier. Yeah, crazy. Of course, there's no schematics or manual or anything, and there's no ground. Now, it says that this is the one for this model. So the only possible thing that the ground could be is the gray. We'll have to test that out. I've isolated the batteries, so it's just running to my distribution stud. But I have it hooked up like that because I don't have a ring terminal coming off of there. And before I go off and cut anything and put something on, I will. Added part to this video. Again, this is the new rectifier regulator. I basically took the gray wire, recoated it black with some black tape, heat shrunk, cut the end off, which was one of these, put a ring terminal on so it can be, mounted there behind the screw or bolt, grounded to the body. So that's it. So real quick, if you're not getting voltage back on a Yamaha 25 horse, that model, 4-stroke. This is your regulator rectifier. It's going to take voltage from your stator, and you should be reading here roughly about 40 volts AC comes into here. It's going to convert it, strip that sine wave down so that you only get DC out. DC is going to come in through one of the reds. You have two. One could run another battery, but I'm just running one. So here you should be getting roughly at about 14, high 13 voltage. That's what I'm getting now, and I'm gonna cut on the engine and show you what you should be getting. Okay, water's on. Let's see what the voltage. And that's what your voltage should be. Coming back to your battery.